Hello and welcome to the show that the PTA, your parents, and the asleep don't want you to hear. The heliosblog. Today, Kevin Samuels talks about women loving men that cheat.
The reason she's alone is because she's difficult.
Women are not accepting the bare minimum.
Women fuck men they respect.
All the women who say things like, I'm strong, independent, I don't need no man, like, y'all impress me.
Women just gaslight each other and say what they want to hear.
Unmute yourself. Hello? How old are you?
I'm 24. I'm turning 25 in May.
Okay, so what do you got for me? Why do women love men who cheat?
I think personally, it's their mindset at that current moment, because for me right now, I don't think it's okay to think like
I had my fun, but now it's time to settle down.
that.
What's
So want
okay
a
to think
man.
like what? Okay to think like what?
Not okay to want a man that's gonna play games like that and just make you be wondering, oh, is he gonna be here for me, or why do I like just those
Alpha males, guys with options.
insecurities that it brings you.
You don't think it's okay for men to play games?
No, not like that to women. No.
Well,
I don't
okay,
think
but
that's okay.
women play games all day long.
And I think it's just the psychology of it all. I think
No,
it's
it's
the mental
because
mindset.
is it okay why is it okay for women to play games, but it's not okay for men to play games?
Because women want to win in the bedroom fun marketplace, that's why.
I don't think it's okay for anybody to play games.
Well, that's
I say, man, you can't make this crap up. Yeah. Oh, I don't do that. I'm a special little angel. I never have lied, cheated, stole, or messed with a guy's mind. Never. Meanwhile, they wear makeup, they wear Spanx, they wear push-up bras, they do their hair care and their skin care, and they modify their Instagram posts, and they use Photoshop and filters, and yep. No lying there. Oh, and they have Instagram, so they can keep their their options open. But no games, guys.
but come on, we're gonna have an adult conversation. Let's have an adult conversation.
Okay.
Why do men have to resort to playing games these days?
Indeed.
I think it's the society we live in now. I
Yup. Nothing to do with women. It's the society.
think it's
No, ma'am. Men, see, that's not even being. Why not just get? Men aren't dating men.
right.
Then why are men having to play games these days?
It's because women are playing games too,
Thank you.
and it's just a game. Yeah, it's just a game.
Okay, well then there's a game as a okay. Don't get mad at men for responding. Look, if somebody punches you, do you punch them back? Or do you sit there and say, why did you punch me? Let's talk about it.
If somebody punched me, I would punch them back.
Well,
You see? So there it is. You fight fire with fire. So girls, after the bedroom fun revolution, they span guys around for about 40 years. Then the guys figured it out. The RP is the counter movement, right? And men play these games until they find a girl that is willing to get on their program and actually behave over the long term and not be an ass. And most men have trouble finding even one girl like that because girls are so indoctrinated into being these strong, independent, womanist, wokist types.
this is a
I would
punch
try
back.
to walk away first, but I would.
No, they punch you
No, you wouldn't.
in your face, you're just gonna walk away.
Well, initially, I'm gonna be upset and react. So I'm gonna
Okay,
punch
man.
them back.
Okay, we're gonna have a real conversation. Women play games all day long.
Indeed.
Women play games with the possibility of this, possibility of that. And now because men are responding in kind, it's all of a sudden unfair.
Right.
Okay, so my question to you is, if that's the way you feel, what are you going to do about your place in this world? Do you plan on?
Yeah, so the idea is, it's Gandhi, right? Be the change you want to see in the world. What are you doing to be the change you want to see? Are you being a pleasant, nice, submissive, feminine woman who's fit, who's physically fit? Or are you being a dominant, womanist, aggressive, masculine, overweight chubster?
Getting married?
I would love to get married, yes.
Okay. How are you going to make sure that happens so you can get out of this game playing environment?
I just have to move myself kind of out of that category.
Yeah. And how do you move yourself out of the category of easy garden tool that guys just use and discard? How do you move yourself out of that environment? That's the question. Fit, feminine, submissive, cooperative, bedroom fun, loyal. That's how.
Like just different myself. Another word.
Did you go to college?
I went to college for 2 weeks, so it doesn't really count.
For 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Disaster.
I went to college for 2 weeks.
Okay, what do you do for a living?
Hair or nails?
So right now I'm finishing my license in massage therapy.
So you're an unskilled worker, in other words.
Say massage?
Yeah, massage therapy.
Massage therapy.
Right. Yeah.
How long do you think you could be a masseuse?
Really, I would do it as like a side business.
No, ma'am. I'm asking you, as a 20...
It's a physical job. You can't be a masseuse forever. Also, you're not going to get hired when you're old and ugly.
4-year-old woman who has 2 weeks of college, how long do you think you could work as a masseuse to provide for yourself?
To provide for myself.
Yes, you have to provide for yourself. You're a single woman in this world. You have to make enough money to provide for yourself.
Right. I would have to do it. I mean, at least forever.
Right.
Forever.
How much do you think you can make as a massage therapist?
40,000 US per year.
In the state I live in, it's between 56 and 61.
What state do you live in?
No, it's not. That's a lie. Maybe at the best clinic that has the best clients in the whole city. Maybe. You're not going to be that.
Yeah. Colorado.
That's bullshit.
Indeed.
That's high. That's on the high end. Massage envy. What's the average hourly going massage? What's the average hourly massage rate between schools and massage envy and all that stuff? Probably about $45 to $50 an hour. A dollar a minute.
I wouldn't go into massage envy, so I don't.
It doesn't matter, ma'am. You got to go.
No, it doesn't matter because you have to do what the market demands. If that's what the market is paying, that's what you have to provide. Otherwise, you won't get picked.
Ma'am, I know this intimately well. You got to go where the market is. And
Right.
my point of all this is being a masseuse beats your body up and it doesn't make you rich.
That's right.
And
Right.
It's unskilled labor, in other words.
There's only so long you can do it, which means that means you're not going to be able to take care of yourself. So that means you're going to need another income. Where's it going to come from?
Well, you don't have a degree.
A husband?
I would hope so.
How are you going to get a husband when your attitude is clueless?
Well, then what are you doing to make sure that happens? See, what I'm trying to get to you guys to understand is women today are choosing jobs that don't pay enough, and they are not actively pursuing becoming a wife of a man of value. They just expect it to happen.
Well, I don't expect it to just happen, but I do have
So
to.
when I asked you what you plan on doing, you said separate myself.
Yeah, how do you separate yourself from the crowd? I already said fit, feminine, cooperative, submissive, and bedroom fun loyal. That's how. That's how you separate yourself. And, you know, be under probably the very oldest you can be and still have a chance is 28. Probably.
I asked you how it was supposed to happen, and do you think you gave me a compelling answer?
No, I don't think I answered that. Like, I know I said to differentiate myself, but I don't think I answered like the steps that I'm taking to
Disaster.
Okay,
myself.
what steps are you taking?
Well, right now I'm like just at the bottom at the foundation pieces. So I'm changing just my psychology of things and my mindset. So I'm just starting
And who are you
right now
paying to
with
coach you through
therapy.
that?
And
Who are you paying? Are you in therapy?
No.
yeah, right now I'm in therapy.
Are you are you in therapy for things that happened in childhood?
Yeah, just all around therapy, like starting from childhood trauma and going
She's just talking to the therapist and going round in circles and not improving. All bad.
from there.
How long you been in therapy?
She sounds like the kind of person to just spin a story.
It's coming up my 5th session, so 5 weeks now.
Disaster.
I guess my ultimate point is this: that as a woman, do you feel like how much time do you feel like you have to be found by your husband?
Not a lot. As I said, max 28. Max.
Not that long. 'Cause
18 to 28 is the age range. 18 to 23 is the prime, and then
24, so
Right. So
probably
probably what?
I'm gonna say like 2 years. I'm gonna give myself 2 years.
All right. So
okay.
here's the thing. I think a lot
She's not taking it seriously.
of women today don't believe they're going to have to compromise on anything.
Indeed. They don't think they have to change, learn anything, do anything, provide anything, be anything. You can just sit there and do nothing and you can be a wife. It's like, no, you need to what? Fit, feminine, cooperative, submissive, bedroom fun, loyal. Do your part. When you have children, you're taking care of the children.
And
I mean, you know, obviously the husband is too, but you get what I'm saying, right? The roles are clearly delineated.
if you're you don't want your husband to cheat. Okay, fine. But are you a wife? I get it. I mean, that's fine. Putting husbands and wives over there. But in order to become a wife, in order to get married, you got to be a wife first. And you're not a wife. So you're in a dating marketplace. And no one, what do you owe someone in the dating marketplace? Does a man owe you loyalty? I mean, monogamy?
No, not in the dating marketplace, no.
Okay.
Indeed.
Do you owe him that?
Yes, you do, because you are interviewing for the position of girlfriend and eventual wife.
I mean, if I want him to marry me, I think I should be.
You see?
Okay.
I should,
Smart.
So do you think,
Good
so
answer.
Do you think women should be faithful and men should have the opportunity to cheat?
No.
Okay.
No.
In the dating phase, yes.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, let's expand. Let's flesh it out. Okay.
Okay.
Then
Yeah, if both of you guys are dating, then both of you guys are in the market. Like you're single until you're married.
yeah, but he has more time.
Like both of you guys are dating.
But he has more time.
That's right.
Right.
See, I guess what I'm trying to get you ladies to understand is we're not equals in this marketplace. You are far behind us.
Indeed.
As a woman, you are far behind a man. And you have a shorter window of time, and you're going to have to give up some things. And we have told women that men and women are equal and that there should be some fairness. There is no fairness in the sexual marketplace. Unfortunately, women today were not raised to be wives. You're raised to be individuals.
You're raised to be strong, independent women that don't need no man. Girls that are useful idiots for corporations and the government who looks to tax you. They don't want you to get married. They don't want you to have children. The immigrants are for that they're importing.
And that does not change the sexual marketplace, okay? So women pay a higher penalty for cheating than men.
Indeed.
You cheat on your man, you cheat on a guy, he's gonna leave you. A man cheats on you, you gonna leave? Or you gonna stay?
Dating, if a man was cheating on me, I don't think it would be that big of a deal because I wouldn't be giving myself wholly to that man, like all the way to that man. So it
You
wouldn't
mean wholly?
bother
You mean
me.
sexually?
If you're not giving yourself wholly to a guy in the dating phase, you're going to have a bad time. It's almost certainly going to be a breakup. All friends with benefits only.
Sexually, emotionally.
So you wouldn't be having sex with him?
Disaster.
Dating, just dating? No, it would have to be at least like serious dating or an engagement. Just dating? No, I wouldn't.
So a man has to be your fiance before he has sex?
Fiance or serious dating? Like I'm committed to this.
You mean a one-on-one? You're my girlfriend, I'm your boyfriend kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's. See why modern dating is dumb? Women want the same kind of relational commitments without the obligation.
Right.
Ma'am, you don't get that in the dating marketplace. If you're not sexually active, you get put over on the shelf. Nobody's going to deal with a woman who's not sexually active. If you want a man, if you ladies want men to commit to you one-on-one, you better be quality enough for him to wife.
That's right. Exactly. If you're an idiot, you're not getting married, and then you're going to be alone with cats and boxed wine, and even likely relying on the state or homeless.
Right.
When you're older.
And if you're not, you get just what he gets: a good time for a short time. That's what your mothers and the womenism and feminism has made it for you to be. You're asking for too much, and women's standards are too high. You want men to behave like they're your husband, and you want to lock him down, and he's your boyfriend. Well, what does it mean?
He will act like that if you earn it, if you deserve it, if you behave in such a way as to earn treatment like that.
To be your boyfriend, you don't have a ring. See what I mean?
Right.
I know, and they don't like the way it sounds, but it's the truth. The compromise. Unmute yourself, Shauna. See, what I'm trying to get women to do. Hello? How old are you? Why are you not on camera?
Oh, there I am.
All right. So, hey, how are you? So we're talking
Hi, how
about
are you?
cheating. We're talking about cheating, and I was trying to have the conversation to let ladies understand that you can't cheat, but we can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is especially true in the dating phase.
And if you don't like that, if you don't like it, what are you going to do about it?
What was your question? What's your question exactly?
Well, we're talking about why do women love men who cheat, or do women love men who cheat?
I don't necessarily think that we like men that cheat. I think it's more.
Men that are more likely to cheat or able to cheat are competitive. Those are the only guys that women are attracted to. So.
More so I feel like at the end of the day, like us women, we know exactly what we want. So like if we're with a guy and they're not really like,
and they don't meet the standard, then you're not interested. And the guys that meet the standard for you meet the standard for many girls, which means that if they meet the standard for you, they meet the standard for many girls. If they meet the standard for many girls, it means they're more likely to cheat.
Like fulfilling like what we want, like of course we're gonna go look for it somewhere else. And I feel like that's the same thing with like men, where like if a woman's not fulfilling what they need, then they're gonna go look for it somewhere else. So that's why I feel like cheating is like a big thing in like relationships, and it's not so
It's
like
only
necessarily
a
that,
big
like,
thing. It's a big thing. Women make a big deal out of it. Women say they don't want a man who cheat, but then those are the very men that women love.
Those are the only men that women are attracted to. Again, they don't have to necessarily cheat, but they have to have the capacity to. They have to have other options, other women that are interested in them. Because ultimately, the only men that are successful in relationships and so on are men that are competitive. And women, like, how are women attracted to men? Well, men choose which men are competitive, right? By, you know, the jobs they get and etc. And then women choose men from that group. So men compete amongst themselves, the winners separate out, and women choose from the winners. It's straight up evolution by natural selection.
true.
So, based upon women's actions, men should cheat because those are the men women love.
Not the correct logic. The correct logic is you need to have the capacity to cheat. Not necessarily the action itself is what makes you attractive. It is actually the ability to, which means the ability to be competitive.
See how that logic breaks down? Women complain about men who cheat all the time, but those are the men women love. The men who don't cheat are the men you walk away from. So, have you been cheated on before?
No, I've never been cheated on before, but also like I feel like I'm 22 and I'm more so like career driven, where I actually don't really entertain
Where'd
a
you go
lot
to
of
school for?
guys.
Where'd you go to school for?
I go to school for, I'm a biology pre-med major, and I attend the University of Alabama right now. I'm in my
Okay,
senior
but you're not,
year.
you're career driven. You don't have a career. You're just a student.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty much like persevering my career, so that's
Okay,
why
so
I
you're
feel
gonna be
like
another one of these PhD women who die alone.
I'm not gonna say I'm gonna die alone.
I am. Because you just said
Not necessarily.
you just said some of the most foolish shit a woman can say. I'm not worried about relationship. I'm more career driven. And
Yeah,
how
I
long, I
mean,
need you not to overtalk me. I need you to listen before I'll give you a chance to speak. Couple of questions. How long have you watched my show?
I honestly just started watching
Okay.
it. I was
About
on
how long?
FaceTime
About
with
how
a
long
friend.
ago? About how long? Would you?
Like a couple of minutes ago.
You've never seen my show before.
No, sir.
Okay, well, ma'am, here's a sound bite.
I'm a PhD.
I'm a PhD.
Mhm.
And then there's another soundbite. Bite dog and die alone. This show for the last almost 2 years is littered with women who say, I don't need no man. I got a PhD. I'm focused on my career. Da, da, da.
Yep. If you're more career driven and you think about that's what men are supposed to do. You're doing it wrong. You've been tricked.
Da, da. And then women who share your reflection, about 35 or 40 years old, are complaining and whining and frustrated because they can't find a man of value. You're 22 years old and you want to go to med school, right?
Mm-hmm.
By the time you've graduated from medical school, your biological clock will be singing for you to get married. But because you've, entered the upper echelons of salary, you will no longer be attracted to the men that you would have been before. As a result of this, it'll be very hard for you to find a man, and you're very likely to die alone. This is why it's very stupid for girls to go into careers like this. It doesn't take into account the biology.
Are your non-black female counterparts not getting married as well?
Not necessarily, no.
So non-black women are going to med school and finding a way to get married.
I believe it's possible.
No,
Yeah.
no.
It's not
no.
about possible.
That's what they're doing.
It's not about possible. It's about probable.
The next lowest grade group of women to get married is 54%. That's white women. And my point is, you have one young woman up front who wants to get married. She's preparing herself, and then she's out here in the sexual marketplace. We have another young lady who is saying the same, a different version of the same thing. I'm focusing on my career. Ma'am, you're focusing on your career, right? Do you want to get married one day?
Yeah, of course. Like
want children?
I want to have like a
You want
family
children?
and everything.
How many
Yeah,
children? Okay, how many children would you like to have?
I want to have at least 3.
At least 3. Once you're
So you should get married now then.
pregnant, and once you're married and pregnant with the first child, do you want to have to work to pay significant bills? After you're pregnant and married with your first child, do you want to have to work to pay significant bills? Or do you want your
Right. And they 99.99% of the time they say no.
husband to be able to carry the load to where when you're pregnant, you don't have to work to pay significant bills?
Yeah, like while I'm pregnant, I would prefer not to work.
Okay.
But like
Me
after
too. Okay.
pregnancy
I asked my question in a very systematic way. What percentage of the overall family financial load do you want to have to be responsible for a lifetime? Meaning, if you don't produce it, the family doesn't get it. Do you want your children to be able to attend college?
Of course.
Do you want to be able to travel internationally and domestically with your family?
Yeah.
Okay. What percentage of our overall family financial load do you want to have to be responsible for? Meaning, as an individual, you have to be responsible for 100%. As a married woman with 3 children, what percentage of that load do you want to have to be responsible for an entire lifetime?
Well, I feel like in a relationship it should be 50-50.
So
So, like,
Disaster. I feel like. Okay. Anyway, let's end the video there. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit all for notifications, drop me a donation like Hunter M, Adrian R, Tom M, Bobby, Dylan, and Renaissance Press, and Brian. Shout out to your most recent Patreon subscriber. My Patreon can be found at patreon.com/theheliosblog. Buy my books at bit.ly/heliosbooks. If you'd like coaching, message me at theheliosblog@gmail.com. Thank you so much for listening, guys, especially if you listen to the end. I really do appreciate it. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.